Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a Magic Review. Today, we're going to look at Project Swiss Army for Murphy's Magic Supplies. All right, so Project Swiss Army. What is this effect? What is this all about? This is a gaffed deck of cards, all right, a gaffed deck of cards. It's Red Riderback, Bicycle 808s, okay? And it's the creation of Brandon David and Chris Turchi. Now they're in the Murphy's Magic studio filming all of this for you, and basically what it is an entirely gaffed deck, okay, entirely gaffed deck, and there's going to be two main effects they show you in the commercial, and let me just briefly describe what those are because those kind of seem to be the thrust of this entire effect. There's an effect on there called Time Out, where a card is signed, lost in the deck, and then placed back into the card box. Now immediately, as you are putting the card box away into your pocket or your breast coat pocket, you can pull the selection out before they've even had a chance to name their card, and it is that simple. The other effect you see on the trailer is something called Flick Out. That's where, again, any card can be selected and lost back in the deck, and then as you sit the deck on the table, it comes visually flying out with a simple flick of your finger. All right, so a couple questions we always ask about all of our Magic reviews, and the first of which is, what's in the box? What's in the box? It's a nice big cardboardy box, okay? And inside the lid, you're gonna get the download code to the video. The video is 1 hour and 4 minutes long. You're also gonna get a fully gimmicked deck, okay? Fully gimmicked deck. Is it what I thought? Nope, not what I thought at all. I would never have thought of this in a million years. Never would have. You open it up and you're like, what? Really? That's it? I mean, that's kind of like the shock and awe. Like you open the box and you're like, what? But yeah, never would have thought of this. Wasn't what I expected at all. Some people are describing the effect, not the gimmick deck. Not the gimmick deck. Some people are describing the effect. Similar to Extractor from Peter Nardi. I don't think they're the same, but let me just say, Extractor is way more expensive in most places, so I think Project Swiss Army is a great alternative. All right, so how are the angles? A couple things about angles. Number one, it is a fully gimmicked deck, so you do need to provide some cover. With that said, it's still possible to flash, okay? It's still possible to flash. So you gotta be worried about, you have some angle issues. Also, they even say this in the video when you're watching it, is that the gimmick can also talk, okay? It can also make a noise. Because really what you're getting is, you're getting two gimmicks in one. This is a Swiss Army deck, right? So not only is the deck gimmicked, but I would assume that you would understand that the box is gimmicked as well. You can hand the box out briefly for inspection. The spectator won't find anything, but as you're putting it away in one of your pockets and you're getting ready to pull the card out, that instance could make a noise, and so you have to watch your performance venues. They will also give you some advice about getting around that noise. Can it be inspected? The deck can't be inspected, no. And so any cards that you hand out for the spectator to sign, you will have to provide those cards. So any force cards that are signed, those are cards that you are providing. What's the overall quality and production value of the video? Murphy's Magic always makes great instructional videos. It's well shot, there's no annoying background music, great camera angles. You got cameras that pan with the teacher and then also some close-ups, some tables. It's fun to watch Brandon and Chris like riff off each other. You can totally tell they're friends and they're buddies, and they kind of horse around a little bit. It's thoroughly enjoying. I mean, you watch the hour and 4 minutes and you don't even feel like you're watching a magic instruction. It's a great time. All right, so what's taught on the DVD? You're gonna learn those two effects that I mentioned at the beginning. So of course, within that, you're gonna learn how to do forces. So this is a utility that's gonna allow you to do some very easy forces, very similar to holding a break when you do like a riffle force, but with this, you don't need to hold a break. You don't need to hold a break. You can still do the riffle force, and that's what they're going to teach you, but you're going to do it without holding any breaks, so you'll learn that. You're also going to learn how to do some strip out moves. So you'll be able to strip out 4 of a kind, or a 4 ace production, or multiple cards. So like you have multiple cards given to different spectators, and you can strip those all out. I will say it's not a stripper deck, so don't think this is a stripper deck. This is not a stripper deck, but you could do those stripper style effects with this. And you're also gonna learn one extra trick, which is a card to impossible location. At the very end of the video, you're gonna get some bonus handling ideas and also a bunch of tips at the end where Brandon and Chris just go off and talk about a bunch of things that they just thought of. Is it well made? It's very well made, both the deck and the tuck box. It's all USPCC Red Ryder back, and you can really tell they spent some time putting this together. How much practice does this require? I think grabbing the card and removing it from the tuck box, especially since you're not looking, you're putting it in a pocket or a coat pocket, it's gonna take practice both in feel and execution. And you're gonna have to do it smoothly. You need to make it look like it's all one gesture. You're not just putting the card box in your pocket, but you're also removing a card and doing your little bit of funny business. So all of that has to happen while it looks like you're just putting it in your pocket. So that means, shoulder, your elbow, like all of that needs to look very smooth as it's going in and coming back out. All has to be very natural. Also, you have to watch what you're doing with your eyes, right? Because you need to maintain eye contact with a spectator. You can't just look down like, what am I doing? You'll have to practice that. So something you'll be doing in the mirror until it becomes very smooth for you. How much setup and reset is there? The thing resets in seconds. So as long as you've got another force card or set of force cards to use, you're good to go. Positives. All right, so what are the positives? Brandon and Chris have put together a very well thought out project with their new Swiss Army deck. Beginners as well as seasoned veterans are gonna love performing these effects. Negatives. All right, so what are the negatives? Like we say around here, there's negatives to everything. These are just the negatives that I see. They don't have to be the negatives that you see. For one, like I said, you can't hand this out, right? And you really can't use it for anything else. The tricks that they teach you in this video, that's what you're gonna be using this for. And I would probably argue you're gonna do the timeout trick the most. That's gonna be the one that you're really getting with this. The rest of the tricks on this are kind of like just bonus features, but more than likely you'll only use this deck once in a routine, and you'll have to switch it out with a regular deck because it's not inspectable. So I would just say it is a one-hit wonder. You really can only use it for what it's made for. Is it worth your money? Like I said at the beginning, compared to Extractor, the Peter Nardi effect, this one is very affordable. It's only $35. $35 is very affordable for a custom deck and an hour worth of instruction. I would highly recommend this. I could really see somebody doing it. Who would like this? I think if you watched the commercial and you said, I want to do that, then I think you're gonna like it. All right, so that's pretty much everything I can say about Project Swiss Army from Murphy's Magic Supplies. Of course, I want to thank Murphy's Magic for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. And if you would like to purchase it for yourself, I would recommend you purchase it from one of your very favorite Murphy's Magic dealers. Thanks, bye.